You're procrastinating, and that's okay. People always think that procrastination is all bad, that if you procrastinate, then you're either lazy or just putting off work. But that's not always true. Procrastination happens to all of us, and chances are at this very moment you are procrastinating something. Hell, I procrastinated writing the script, and I know I will procrastinate when I edit this video. But now the question is, what even is procrastination and why do we do it? Well, to answer that, in this video we are going to be looking at why we procrastinate, if procrastination is all bad, and finally 5 actionable steps to help you stop procrastinating. Okay, let's jump in. Why do we procrastinate? Tell me if this sounds familiar. You finally work up the motivation to sit down and get on with the work that you've been putting off, whether that's an assignment for college or some project for the office. But as soon as you're about to start, all of a sudden you remember, oh, I actually need to clean my room, or I need to cook, so I might as well do that first, or I've been meaning to sort out my cupboard, so I guess I should do that. All of a sudden you have this list of things that you think you need to do, and you say to yourself, okay, let me do this first, then I will start with the work. But why do we do that? We do that because we are procrastinating. Procrastination is the act of unnecessarily and voluntarily delaying or postponing something despite knowing that there could be negative consequences for doing so. For example, delaying working on an assignment despite knowing that the due date is coming up, or not studying even though your exam is around the corner. So why do we put things off if we know we need to do them? Well, we do this for various reasons. It might be fear of criticism, fear of failure, lack of interest, or even perfectionism. But it can all be tied down to one thing: discomfort. Stephen Bartlett, the host of Diary of a CEO, says that humans actively try to avoid discomfort, and more often than not, our procrastination is simply a way of avoiding the feelings of discomfort. He says that we often try to choose the path of least discomfort. That's why instead of sitting down and studying, you will clean your room or pack your cupboard, since that gives you less discomfort than studying. Another view is that we procrastinate because we are trying to put off an activity that we don't want to do. Pychyl, the author of Solving the Procrastination Puzzle, says that putting things off is a purely visceral, emotional reaction to something we don't want to do. Simply put, the more averse you find a task, the more likely you are to procrastinate. Now that you know why you procrastinate, let me ask you this. Is procrastination all bad? Simply put, no. But to understand why, you need to first understand that there's 2 main types of procrastination: passive and active. Passive procrastinators are those that choose to waste time and are indecisive when it comes to taking action. For example, mindlessly scrolling on TikTok instead of working. On the other hand, active procrastinators are a more positive type of procrastinator. They choose to delay important work in favor of other work that adds to the overall success of a task. For example, breaking down an essay question into important points rather than just jumping in and starting. Some active procrastinators even choose to do work closer to the deadline, as they believe that they work better under pressure. This shows us that in order to make procrastination good, we need to make the most out of active procrastination, whether that's planning for a task ahead of time or setting yourself a deadline so that you know when you are going to work. But what if you don't want to actively procrastinate and you just want to stop procrastinating altogether? How do you stop procrastinating? Well, before we get into that, if you enjoyed the video so far, please like the video and comment down below about what you are procrastinating right now. Alright, let's dive into some strategies to stop procrastination. Number 1, break tasks into smaller steps. One of the main reasons we procrastinate is because tasks seem overwhelming. You need to break them down into smaller, manageable steps. Instead of saying, I need to write an essay, start with, I need to write an introduction. Number 2, set specific goals. Having clear, specific goals can help you stay focused. Instead of having vague goals like, I need to study, set a goal like, I need to study this chapter. Number 3, create a schedule. Plan your day and allocate specific time slots for different tasks. This helps create a routine and makes it easier to start working, as you know exactly when to do what. I personally use my phone's calendar to plan out my day so that I know what I'm doing when, so I don't waste time deciding what to do first. Number 4, eliminate distractions. Identify what distracts you the most and take steps to minimize those distractions. If it's your phone, then keep it in a drawer. If it's a noisy environment, go work at a library or a cafe. Number 5, the 2-minute rule. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Any task that you need to do can almost always be scaled down into a 2-minute version. If you need to study, that becomes taking out your notes. If you need to go for a run, then that turns into put on your shoes. The idea is to make the task as easy as possible to start. This strategy works because once you've started the task, it is usually much easier to continue doing it. Procrastination is something that we all struggle with, but with the right approach, we can manage it effectively. What strategies from this video are you going to try first? Let me know in the comments and let's start a conversation. If you found this content valuable, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe for more insights on productivity and personal growth. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay focused and stay motivated. Bye.